bet my not-so-great body on a great hand, and damn was I right. Instead of dead, I was ahead for once, and ready to break the case of the century. Hey, Chief. Did you hear they served scotch with lead at Icarus?
I didn't hear anything. Especially not from you. Because you weren't fucking there.
I got some evidence. Ties to Green. Rock solid.
Fuck. First you sent me that bullshit report, and now you got evidence. You listen to me right now. You weren't there. Understand? And we're not talking now either. In fact, I haven't spoken to you since the accident. Got it?
Chief.
Nope. That's it. I'm pulling you off this case. Steiner out.
Crusty old bastard. Why do you have to throw me off the case? Steiner's just trying to cover his own ass. Hide behind regulations, minimize damage, not solve the case. I thought he had bigger balls. Fuck. Learn something new every day, I guess. No doubt about it, this case smells worse than a 2-week-old corpse in a storm drain. So many victims. Who's really behind it all? I don't know his name, but I can already tell what kind of man he is. Some depraved bastard, driven with gold, so disconnected from the rest of humanity, he thinks he can kill whoever he wants, whenever he feels like it. I try to stop thinking about it. Try to back away, shut it down, for one simple reason. Much as I like the idea of throwing myself into the city's abyss, if I do that, I'll drag other people down with me. And Sarah doesn't deserve that. This city has a disease, something festering, somewhere deep down, underneath the routine of concrete and steel. Below the predatory grin of the neon lights, an infection has set in. It's like everybody started having the same nightmares, night after night. I know the dream. The one that makes me wake up drenched in sweat, heart about to crack open, scream locked in my throat. When my whole world spins out of control and flies apart. No matter how hard I try to keep it together. Oh, fuck. This has been one supremely rich. Even the dead can take someone off a case. All this risk for a fucking piece of plastic. Can't even tell what it's for. Just you and me. Suppose I could have borrowed something from Icarus. Oh well. Too late now. Yep. Tastes just like it smells.
The Icarus disaster has shaken the city. Now new facts have come to light, which we'll bring you live in just a moment, in an exclusive special report.
I wonder how Sarah is dealing with it.
Hello?
Hi, Sarah. You listening to the radio?
It's the middle of the night. Are you drinking again?
Relax. I'm on autopilot.
You or the car?
Did you hear? Icarus is already in the news.
No shit, Sherlock. They've been trumpeting it all over the media for an hour. Wait till they find out politicians have tried to lower the age of free body subscriptions again. People are gonna lose it.
Maybe they'll finally get around to doing something about it.
Hopefully. I mean, I know we can't get involved, but someone needs to tell them enough is enough. Do you know that I barely saved up for my first subscription? All the money was spent on living. If I had to pay a year earlier, I probably wouldn't be here.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thousands of people in the same boat every year. Not everyone makes it, and these fucks want to take away what little chance they have. How can they?
Politicians aren't people. They're assholes.
That's right. People's lives depend on these decisions. They're what decides if you end up in the freezer or not.
Cool off. You're young.
Oh, fuck off with that bullshit. I really can't understand it. I mean, they knew about the consequences. How can they just make decisions like that between drinks? Like human lives mean nothing? Are there any moral boundaries left?
Boundaries still exist. We may not cross them, but some people are just evil and don't try to understand them.
Why?
Because they're bastards, and only other bastards can understand them.
Okay, hang on, Mr. Pessimism. Did you just admit there are good people in the world, and they include us?
We may not be the best, but yeah, until we screw up.
Okay, that sounds more like you. I was starting to worry. You know, I didn't think it was possible, but looks like we're on the same page. James, can I ask you something personal?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you believe in life after death? The real one?
And I thought I was the drunk one here.
Well, apparently in the past, people used to ask stuff like that all the time.
Because the average lifespan was less than 100 years.
And now? Can we believe in anything beyond this?
Okay. Wait a sec. Sure I do. Rachel believes it too.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I forgot. I overstepped.
Relax. Nothing happened.
What if you could choose? The bank or death?
Oh, shit. Maybe I'd meet Rachel in a better world.
It's a beautiful vision. I hope it's true.
Damn it. Bloody hell.
James? James, what's going on?
dispose of an E-class shell. Got it from a junkie.
Still having synchro issues?
Yes. A whole list of shitty side effects. Those damn shivers. You know what's funny? I get the worst shakes in the toilet.
Well, that might be where the last guy liked to shoot up. Part of that may be conditioning. Memory imprinted on the shell. When the body gets certain signals, it's trained to react, expecting the drugs.
Okay, got it. You were the one who took notes at school.
Do you take care of regular synchro tests? Are you taking ambrosia?
Yeah. I'm an exemplary citizen.
It's important that you do it.
Thanks for caring. This is my fourth body. I can handle it. What are the weirdest synchro issues you've heard of?
I only know cases from police files, and they're not very amusing.
I heard about a guy whose senses swapped places. Extreme synesthesia. He heard colors, tasted sounds, and reacted to smells like he could physically touch them.
I know what synesthesia is.
He was doing fine until he died in a garbage truck accident one morning.
Whoa. Did it hit him?
No, he was standing next to it. The smells killed him.
Well, as for your issues, how did the last Icarite transfer go?
Why do you ask?
Well, did it go smoothly, or did you feel something along the way?
Apparently, we're unaware during the transfer, but... Damn, I remember the burning and itching all over my body. I thought I was going crazy. Seth, my partner, said something was weighing him down. He also knew a guy who felt like he was falling off of a cliff every time he changed bodies. That's probably nothing unusual. Don't worry about that.
Attention! Vehicle in a drift prohibited zone. Hands up! What are you holding?
This? Vitamins, officer.
I advise you to cooperate. What's your name?
Look, I'm just an ordinary citizen who doesn't want any trouble.
And what are you doing here at this hour?
I'm resting after I fucked up half the city with a train. 2 weeks ago? Maybe you heard about it.
I have his data. James Kara, badge number 984. He's Department of Mortality, but not active in the system.
Holy shit. It really is that psycho from the train.
One last time. What are you doing here in the middle of the night?
Can't you see? I'm drinking because I have a rotten job.
Shit. James, there's a bolo from the car from Icarus.
Hey, check that out.
How'd your vehicle get those marks?
Icarus dropped suit over half the neighborhood when it burned. Got my car, too. No point talking about it. Car runs fine, it's just filthy.
Shit! Bolo for a 99 Bluebird! Hands in the air! Don't move! Tow the car right now!
Scan the fucker. Hey! Do not move! Hands where we can see him!
Did you get rid of the evidence from Icarus? Look! They're gonna take us both in!
Guys, come on. Can't we just talk? One cop to another. Let me explain. I'm sure we can sort it all out.
James, you stupid cunt! Will you just shut the fuck up? You're making it worse!
We're placing you under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Attention all nearby units. Burglary in process at the jewelers. Corner of 11 to 58. Floor 117. Repeat. All nearby units. Staff. Repeat. Burglary in progress. Corner of 11 to 58. Floor 117.
Ah, fuck this guy. Let's go.
work? Did they take the bait?
Fake? Did you call in a fake burglary?
Uh-huh. It was all I could think of.
Well, well. I'm impressed. Thanks for saving my ass. One thing, though. Cunt? Seriously?
I panicked. Okay, James. I'm no expert, but the universe seems to be telling you to go home.
You believe in science?
I believe it's 2 a.m. and I'm getting sick of you.
Seriously? Shit. I owe you an apology. Didn't look at my watch.
James, I know you have your demons. I've read your file, but you've got to learn to control them.
Why do you think I drink so much?
But you know the saying? The sleep of reason produces monsters. Put the vodka away and rest. It will help.
Well, then I won't be as funny. Besides, it's a title, not a saying.
What?
Sleep of Reason Produces Monsters. It's the title of an old drawing. I saw the hologram. The guy falls asleep with his head on the desk. There are boogeymen and bats swirling around him, like a coming for him. You can almost hear the flutter of their wings. It was, Goya, I think?
Suddenly you know art.
I'm such a Renaissance man. I have many talents.
Then haul your talented ass off to bed before you get in trouble. Over and out.
Rachel! Rachel! Waking Sarah up for a drunken call was as healthy as my usual cigarette dinner. But I needed this conversation. And something told me she needed it too. Anyway, it was a nice contrast with all these conversations that leave me hungover even when I don't drink. I shouldn't be driving like this. whole city's turning to dust, and I still feel the festive atmosphere. We gather around the fire, sing songs, argue about politics. Thanks to this charade, you've lied to yourself for another year that your life matters. Shit. I have to go home. Not good.
Home. James, Kara. I recommend immediate decontamination. The level of contamination of the shell is alarmingly above all norms.
I know.
The synchronization test will take place soon. Please do not leave the apartment for the next 24 hours.
Fuck. Where are the fucking drugs?
Don't you already know who the murderer is?
How did I...
Hey, doesn't the hero die at the end?
James. Doesn't he die at the end?
And he accomplishes what? Anything? I tried to, you know.
If I don't get up from this couch and grab my drugs, I'll die. Drugs should be in the kitchen. Or the restroom. Maybe upstairs. I think I had an...
I won't get rid of this hologram unless you take me there.
There's nothing in this one either.
In ancient cultures, the Moirai were an allegory of destiny. They represented the brutal laws that governed the world, and only exceptional mortals could gently influence them. No, that sounds weak. You look terrible lately. Try to smile a little, just a little bit.
Shock!
slightest chance, please tell us to stay at home? Good luck with that. The city is on fire!
Attention! The sync test is ready. Immediately approach the Hestia module. Logged. James, Kara. Welcome back. I'm starting the synchro test.
Please take a deep breath and imagine a safe space. Feel the ground under your feet. Excellent. Very literally, but perfect. Please select a seat. Our own death is a difficult experience that we naturally repress from consciousness. In order to enable smooth functioning in the new body, we need to remember the last moments of our lives and
together face the trauma of the last death. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
Before we get to the point, please recall the first death.
It was just an injury. I just changed my body. My old shell went to the Hall of Fame. It looks pretty good there.
Please start calibration process. Calibration successful. Thank you. Let's go to the memories. It's time to confront them. Proceed to the next stage. Synchronization is the ability to put the past into perspective. Please try to do this. You are at the peak of your abilities and career. Have you thought about buying a Synchro Plus program?
Thanks. I can't afford it.
No worries. Common tests work just as well. Please, continue. Chapter in life?
I had no choice. I didn't synchronize with the new shell like I did with my original.
Positive rate. Excellent. You found a new purpose in life. Finding yourself in a new reality is a huge challenge.
Turns out I have a knack for this job.
Do you miss your job?
You don't even realize.
Let's move on to the last death event. It seems that the complexity of the trauma will not allow us to continue.
I can handle it.
Synchronization is a process, not an act. Try to isolate minor events using all your senses, or stop and extend the recovery period.
No. I'll remember. I'll get it from my memory. Some shine, grease, burn, and...
Excellent.
Seriously? I had a chance to hit it, but my gun jammed, even though I cleaned it the day before.
Who did you want to hit?
All I remember is we were on a mission. Me and Seth. I think it derailed the train. My ears were ringing.
What about...
I'll try. Many bodies. I had to get him. Dispense justice. Bastard kept eluding me.
James, do you blame yourself for what happened to him?
We got a lousy job. He knew the risks. But I was his partner. He relied on me.
Unstable simulation. We'd better stop for today, all right?
Now? When do I get a chance to pass the damn test? I won't let this go. I can't. I'll finish it, and I'll be back where I belong.
Attention. Dynamic element detected.
James, it's dangerous. It could be projection, not recollection.
What projections? This is my fucking window.
recommend staying home. Your mental state is very strained and you need time to recuperate.
How long until I'm back to work?
From 9 to 12 months. Estimates may change.
Fuck! Sarah, I fucked up. I don't know how to say this, but I think I'm admitting guilt.
What happened? Is everything all right? What have you done?
I can't do anything. I have no chance to go back.
James.
No. I'll finish the case. I won't leave it like this, but I won't drag you down with me. I'm sorry for earlier. I'll cover all traces. I can't drag everyone down all the time. You didn't deserve it.
Whew. Wow, that's very kind of you.
Excuse me?
You're such a drama queen sometimes. What did you think? I'd leave it like that? I'll leave you with it? I have a few leads to discuss.
Really?
You think you're the only person in this town who wants to know what's going on?
Let's get busy then.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
I still don't know how he encrypted the Icarite. Why do something like that?
To avoid answers when your corpse turns up in an inconvenient situation. That tell you something?
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know.
Chief's errand boy.
I wonder how big his stable was. Motherfuckers. I still can't believe it.
At least their plans will take a while longer. Burn to a crisp.
Was that laughter?
No. Famous psychologist, back in the circle of suspects.
More on the periphery.
That damn snake again.
It looks fresh this time. Probably made on the day of the massacre. You think Kovalev had poison in his blood too? Like Green?
Do you have access to the CTC registers? It should be in there by now.
Checking. Roy, Park, Dean is there too, but no sign of Kovalev.
So we have another connection to Green. A final death.
Seasoned political players? You mean vile motherfuckers?
Same thing, right?
You can't let her go, can you?
Can't stop thinking about the psychologist.
You could use one on yourself. dancing flame.
Demers guy.
Fuck, James.
You've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev Zegarite never made it there, which means that this is another...
This is another final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check. Despite what we saw in the Icarus reconstruction, Phalanx really does have quite a rep. You've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Travis Collette.
James!
Sorry.
As the Chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here?
Are you sure?
Yes, roughly. Actually, let's look at it from a different angle.
Good idea.
Sarah, this guy also built Green's building, right?
Built it? I mean, he added more floors to it. I don't think anyone builds buildings from scratch.
They still did that in my day. Let's follow this.
James.
Just wondering.
Not bad.
Seriously?
No. Buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the Chief's orders?
We can't rule out that Dean was working for someone else.
Like who? And what the hell do Green's plans have to do with it?
Let's focus on the second question.
You think we missed something at Green's?
Everything points to that.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine $938.
Oh, fuck you. And don't wait for me with dinner. I'll be late. After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
It's gonna be hard to find anything after the Feds were here.
The Feds weren't on Icarus.
They don't know what we know. Hopefully.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
Safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
And if there was anything here, the feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of here?
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Ugh, never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
You sound like an expert.
I was helping my cousin repair pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking. This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected. Wall is a meter from the safe. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
And here he scores a few points.
Points? For what?
This engine could push a car up past 120 miles per hour, running on gasoline, on the ground.
You know, it's hard enough to imagine driving on the ground and all, but 120? No.
What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see you develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds a stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With a murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
bad news. You're late for the party.
This reminds me of something. I borrowed one from Icarus. Less and less pleasant memories. I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. The boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out. Masks can be symbolic. Maybe members have to earn them. Another crime scene, another bar. Clearly, booze is as deadly as they say. Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. Standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. The fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. But why did he fall? And where's the killer? What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day. Chris Everson. He'd sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
What's with these masks? Some subtle differences, but not enough to tell who's who. Or what. Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. Journalistic scum. Why are you keeping this company? I'm asking the questions this time. Sorry it's too late. shot. Needs a closer look. The Emperor of Screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve?
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head. Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
.8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. Shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
He aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you. Believed it all.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Shit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Looks too rich from my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here. You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
And he was done running. He fell limply. He died in my life. Something or someone stopped him. He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. This.
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Dunno. I was delirious.
Misery loves company. Especially in the
high voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. Couldn't you just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us? Desires except to kill, then it's high time to die indeed. know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. But he's the one... I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend. Room looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range? Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. Blood trail. And anything else? How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you stood on the right side. I thought you might be worth the risk.
How fucking kind of you. Star. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. .9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you, he was bleeding like hell. dead. Smart move. Wonder who painted it.
Want one for the living room?
I'm not sure it matches my couch. Was she trying to escape? Ritual toy. Sharp. Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. Was she waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead. And burned skin. They have to struggle. But he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kate is shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadus's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. Lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. Where? Recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch. Take me. Another. This must be a dead end. Cables run deeper. Fuck. Not now. So close. Chavez comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
Does it look familiar?
Like documents from the CTC, but the certificate is missing. I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. The youngest bodies possible. No certificates. Right in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites, why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Same as on the table at Green's. He was here. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back. He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. We've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them. Pretty much everyone here knows each other.
Just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you!
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her? This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here.
Yes.
And the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah.